Welcome back to Let's Play Gran Turismo 4, part 100 and something, because it's been so long since I've worked on this. I have no idea where I am, but we're diving straight into it. I've wasted enough time. I'm streaming. People are bored. Let's roll. So, that was a mouthful. Time for some BMW. We're doing the 1 Series. Whatchamacallit? The 1 Series trophy. Which are these cute little things. The 120i and the 120D. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the 120D is a diesel version. So we will not go with that, because we are sane. Insane in the membrane. And I'm going to go with this, because it looks weird, and I want to use it, so... Yatta. And I don't think I'll need upgrades for this, but I want to scan through them anyways, just in case. That might be a little too much. I can't revert NA tune-up, so... Nunny. Stream dead. It doesn't show any drop frames on my OBS, so that's weird. It's been a while since I've streamed this, so you're gonna have to bear with me a little bit. Streaming is not my thing, really. Putting a racing exhaust on something this slow, it's bound to sound a little goofy, I bet. So, here we go with the 1 Series trophy, 3 single races. Should be pretty quick. Well, the frame rate going down, that's just my game. As long as you hear my voice fine still, then that doesn't really mean that the stream is laggy. It's just how the emulator handles when cars are shown in the menus like that. Oh, cursed. Cursed screen. Oh, no. That's what happens when your VRAM fills up. So... I can't believe, like, I wasn't even thinking about doing this. I just did it by instinct. I went to the settings and turned off the assists. It's been so long, but I still remember to do that for every car. And I believe I already set the game to progressive scamming already, so... let's see how this goes. 51 A-spec points, so below average. Should be a pretty cake... Pretty cake, yes. Pretty good cakewalk. I might take off the exhaust after this or something. Also, only 1 lap around Grand Valley Speedway, not too shabby. This guy wants to cheese his way around me, that's nice. Hi, how are ya? It's nice whenever I stream this game, though, because I can take the restream chat window and overlay it onto the screen I'm playing on, so I can really easily read the chat now, instead of looking across the room and trying to drive at the same time. I also need to fix my wheel and G-hub after this race, because there's some weird things going on with 1.7. If y'all don't know, I am on PCSX2 1.7 now. It's still in development. There's a few weird things going on with it, force feedback being one of them. And to somewhat fix it, I gotta go into Logitech G-hub and basically turn off and turn back on the centering spring, so that's weird. Also, the chat's not really slow, it's just there's a long delay for the stream because YouTube's like that. And this is like on low latency mode. There's normal, low latency, and then super low latency, but I can't stream 1440 with super low, so that's just on YouTube's end if the chat seems to be pretty far behind. Might even be a little bit of Restream's fault, but I cannot confirm that. I think Vulkan's pretty great. Little disappointed that after all this time there's still no internal shader support for it, but I can live without it for now at least. It runs so much better than OpenGL on my particular setup. And they also improved Direct3D as well. Oh wow. That's a interesting little bug. I haven't noticed that before. The sprites of the cars in the in-screen menu have kind of gotten a little cursed. So 3,000 credits. Let me open up G-Hub real quick and fix my thing I was talking about. Boom. All right. Hopefully that fixes that. On to the next one. But yeah, like I was saying, Direct3D, the blending in that has been improved, so the reflections are better. One other guy said he got better performance with Direct3D than Vulkan on the same settings, but whenever I tested it, Direct3D was using like 40% more of my GPU as compared to Vulkan, so for now I'm still sticking with Vulkan. I haven't updated my video card, graphics card drivers, whatever you call them, in a few months, so maybe if I upgrade those then it'll fix some things, but as long as it's not game breaking or curse to haul yes to all hell and back, then I'm not too bothered about it at the moment. And I forgot to take off the exhaust fume. Exhaust fume. In the earlier versions of Vulkan, I was trying out Reshade as well, and I got it to look pretty good. The problem is Reshade itself is such a pain to deal with, and their user interface is kind of not good. And it was so frustrating to the point where I just gave up on it. It took me forever to uninstall it because it's just in weird places on your PC, kinda sussy. But eventually I finally got rid of it, and I never plan on installing it again because it's not worth the hassle at all. Or all the weird stuff it does. For instance, it was working just fine on PCS62 like a month or two ago when I was messing around with it. Got it to look good. And then yesterday I was supposed to stream, but I ended up delaying it till today because of all the issues I was having. For example, the Reshade window that would pop up if you press the home button. None of the settings would show on it, so it was just like a blank window. So it was completely useless. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just reinstall it. Tried reinstalling it several times. It never fixed it, never brought the effects back. That's whenever I tried to uninstall it, and then wasted another hour of my precious time trying to do that, so it's whatever. I'm over it. I think I got the game to look decent enough with just shade boost settings on their own. Also, I'll drive in the chase cam for entertainment purposes. Welcome back to Bonga. Kind of dominating the competition, like always. Good old Gran Turismo AI. Yeah, Vulcan's VRAM issues are a little weird, especially like in the earlier versions. I think they sorted it out now because my VRAM's actually pretty low at the moment. I didn't really pay attention to that for Direct 3D though. Nice driving. Wait until he gets some faster cars. I could have taken that a little bit faster, but oh well. And there we have it. Dominating the competition once again. Definitely gonna have to turn off that exhaust in the ECU. Or not turn it off, uninstall it, herpity derp. Another 3,000 credits. On to race number 3. It feels so weird getting 3,000 credits a race now as opposed to like 825 grand, however much the Tokyo and Sardegna races are on GT7. Because that's all I've been playing for like the past few weeks, obviously. I still don't think GT7 beats GT4 though, if I'm being completely honest. Not yet, at least. Let's go and take this stuff off. Bam, bam. Get as many useless A-spec points as we can. Is that the G29? Indeed it is. I am thinking about upgrading to the Fanatec DD. I actually made a $1,300 cart on their website last week. And then I thought to myself, this is probably a bad idea. So I held off on it. No impulse buys so far. How's GT7, I assume you're asking? So, I think it was pretty good on launch. Oh wow, that's a little weird, those flashes coming from the sun. Armageddon time. So, upon launch, I think GT7 was... I mean, I liked it overall. I just think the way like they marketed it beforehand and what we actually what they advertised versus what we actually got, I was a little disappointed, particularly by the graphics. I thought they were going to be like how they looked in the trailers, but since when did trailers ever show how graphics truly look? I'm a little let down by that. The tuning's fine. The physics are fine-ish. I don't like the fact that rear-wheel drive cars will spin out if you keep the wheels straight. It's just so dumb. I don't care if it's realistic or not. It's such a pain. It doesn't even make sense to me, really, as far as, like, real-world physics go. This guy's gonna show me off track. Nice, thank you. Bonk. So yeah, physics are a little weird. If I don't know, like, I have a little bit of track experience in real life, but not enough to know if it's like if GT7 is realistic or not. People say it is, so I guess I'll take their word for it. But just because it's realistic doesn't mean it's good. I don't like rear-wheel drive or mid-engine cars in that game. I just drive all-wheel drive stuff all the time, because I don't like spinning out when driving in a straight line. That's another weird thing I don't like about it. Customization's pretty good. Like I said, tuning's nice. Could have gone a little bit more with body kits, like maybe another option or two for each car. It's kind of limited in that aspect, but it's whatever. At least they didn't add any hideous Rocket Bunny or Stance Boy Drift Nation, not Drift Nation, Stance Nation crap in it. Because that do be kind of cringe. And rivet hole body kits and stuff like that. Gonna head off now already? Disappointing. I'm kidding. See you later, Epic. I got your name right for once. Oh my god, I'm evolving. You're catching another stream. The betrayal. Oh, it's a little bit of a frame drop whenever I look back. That's odd. I think I could raise the brightness just a tad through OBS at least. It looks a tad dark, but I'll worry about that another time. Also, apparently NVIDIA Shadowplay is running, but I don't know how to work that still, so I'm not going to bother with it. Probably just going to cause more issues trying to turn it off, so it's been a long time since I've said this, but time for our prize car. And the prize for the BMW thing is this. Apparently people like those things. Kinda fugly in my opinion, not gonna lie. I don't really like these things or E30s, because like E30s are the other big BMW that everybody loves for some reason. But not so much me. So yeah, that. It's whatever, not my thing. So with that, stay tuned for more Gran Turismo 7. I just said 7. Gross. Stay tuned for more Gran Turismo 4. Herpy derp.